YouTube. So this little guy right here did a killer job. Let me just say, turn that off. I'm also gonna have to put it away. Man, like the job it did is actually pretty damn good. So take a look. These are all the little staples. I don't know if you can all see that. Little staples. It fixed both fenders and the hood. So it's actually gonna look somewhat like an actual UTV. So the next question is, where did I put all the bolts? I think I have them all, hopefully. Let's see if we can put this back together, at least the front end, because once I'm able to get it outside and clean it up, we can actually, you know, kind of mess with it a little bit. The rear fenders, I think I'm just going to take off, and I'm either going to cut out some steel fenders, or I'm going to try to find some aluminum fenders for it. We'll see. I have steel, so I might just use steel. Like I said, we'll see. I don't know yet. Not 100% sure. Hey YouTube, Diesel Dan Peters here. So the Cadet saga continues with the upgrades. As you can tell, we already had one upgrade that we put on here. It's holding up well. I've been using it every day. It's almost like meditating to listen to some music every once in a while. Yeah, what else? So I kind of bought a little something, right? Hear me out on this. All right, so both rear fenders have been shot pretty much since I bought it. All right, so especially the other side. And I mean, like, especially the other side. So my plan is to use these trailer fenders. Now I know I'm gonna have to probably cut it, right? I know if I'm careful and then sand it down nice and flat, shouldn't be a problem. But I think the first step would be to at least take these fenders off so I can kind of see what I'm working with. And at that point, I might go ahead, grind down all the heavy rust if there is any really heavy rust, and kind of go from there. I might even paint underneath this. Maybe not so much the inside of here, because in either way, it's got some pretty thick metal. I just want it to last a long time, you know, not have any problems with it, kind of thing. Plus, I might end up painting these as well, but I figured the best starting point would be to mock it up, see how it works, how it fits, and just kind of go from there. So I guess we're just gonna get right into it. So stay tuned, YouTube. This will be a time lapse, I think. I don't think you guys need to see an hour of me fiddling with these diamond plate fenders. So stay tuned. Let's get on the road. Hey YouTube, Diesel Dan Peters here. So I just want to give you all a really quick update before I show you all the process of me putting the fenders on, which are pretty easy. Here we go. We got the two trailer fenders on here. This is something different, by the way. How you doing? So these are what is going to end up on the Cub Cadet. I ended up so I primered both the fenders and where I was going to paint with Raptor liner primer, and it came out really well. Now, I wasn't expecting a perfect job on something like this. Don't get me wrong, I love this thing so much, but the nicer you make it, the less you want to ride it. That's the way I see it. But I did bed liner both sides. This is the one side, and I'll show you all how the other side came out. I took all the heavy rust off first, then I sanded it down very well to where it was almost bare metal. I don't know how much you can all see that, but it came out very well. And I'll tell you what, this Raptor liner in the can. So I've used Raptor liner first of all before. As you all know, that's what I used on my truck. If you've seen my previous videos, but I painted it tan. You know, I like the tan look, but I figured with black on here, especially, black was going to look the best. And let me tell you what, I don't think this video will ever do this justice. It came out so good. And I even used some epoxy paint on the top. It's probably just an enamel of some sort. This can is pretty old, so I'm trying to go through all my old cans and just slowly use them all up. I spent about $50 painting these, and the fenders themselves were about, I think it was $104, I want to say. I cut them down to shape, well, to size, I should say, right? And I drilled out the holes for them. I really wanted this to stand out, right? I want this to last a long time as well. Perfect timing, right, YouTube? There we go. Ooh. But I'm trying to dwindle down on all my projects so that I don't have to worry about them. You know, this is a pretty big year for me, trying to decide if the military will be the rest of my life or if, what I'm gonna do. And I just realized the music is still slightly playing in the background. Hopefully YouTube does not pick that up, because I'm not looking to get demonetized on my $60 a month that I get. But anyway, it's coming along great. I don't know if I ever finished it, but this is the sound bar that I put on this. Again, it's not really made for it, but it worked out great. And I think it looks pretty mean on the front. I made sure everything was nice and centered. Those are the seats that I put on. These things are super comfortable too. Like, you can be flying with this thing and you still feel comfortable. And then we got this, which will be next. So stay tuned. We've got a lot of stuff to do, YouTube. The projects ain't ever finished. Just washed off the Harley as well. I got my buddy's bike over here. We got projects on projects on projects on projects. And I got projects planned out as well that I want to do in the future. But I figured before I get more projects, let's focus on everything that I have. You know, let's make everything squared away where if I go to ride it, I don't have to worry that something's going to break down. So stay tuned. Diesel Dan Peter signing out for now.